Morning. The panel committee on parole is called to order at 9:57 a.m. This is Thursday, February the 8th. We are now at the Madison Parish Jail. On the panel today, we have Mr. Marabella to my left and Mr. Roche to my right. With the staff at Madison Parish Detention Center, will you please identify yourselves for the record?
Jamey Ancalade.
All right, Ms. Jamey. Anyone else there?
Lieutenant Klein.
Lieutenant Klein. At the appropriate time, we're going to ask your staff for you all to give us some input as to how he's been performing at your facility. I want to, give you a heads up on that. Whoever will have opportunity to tell us how many write-ups he had, just whatever you want us to know about how he's been doing at your facility.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Also, we have Mr. Randall Myers from the DA's office. He will be speaking. We also have your family members, your mother, Miss Louise, and a sister, Miss Penny. They'll also be speaking. I'm sorry, Miss Penny is not speaking. Your mother is speaking. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Give us your name, your DOC number, please.
Jamey Ancalade, DOC number 627292.
All righty. So, Mr. Jamey, let me explain the process to you. I'm going to read some information in the record, and then we're going to have an interview with you. And after we can finish with our interview, we're going to ask the staff there to share with us what they want us to know about you. Then we're going to let you, the visitors speak, the support and the opposition to speak.
Yes, ma'am.
Then after all the testimony has been given, and before we vote, we're going to give you opportunity to make a statement. Tell us whatever you want us to know. Usually they speak on the line of why we should vote to let you out. Do you understand the process?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to read the information to the record. I want you to listen closely. Your name is Jamey P. Say your last name for me.
Ancalade.
Ancalade, all righty. DOC number 627292. You're listed as a second offender. Your current offense out of Jefferson is possession of heroin. Possession of heroin, 2 counts. Possession of nazepam and possession of heroin. You have 3 sentencing dates, August 13th or 14th, and then that supervision was revoked 4/20 of 21, sentence August 13th of 14, revoked 4/20/21, sentence August 28th of 19, revoked 9/23 of 21. Your parole eligibility date is listed as October the 17th of 2022. You do not earn good time. And your full term date is listed as April the 17th of 2027. That sounds about right?
Yes, ma'am, it does.
Thank you. As your case was assigned to me, I'm going to begin the question. You're in custody now because of a revocation. So tell us what happened with the revocation. What were you doing?
I was in the drug court program in Jefferson Parish.
Mm-hmm.
And I started missing a lot of meetings, being irresponsible, and they wound up revocating it because I missed a lot of meetings.
Did you start back using?
No, ma'am.
So why were you missing meetings?
Really, I don't want to make any excuses. I had a lot going on.
Don't make no excuse. Just tell us why it's meetings.
Well, my mom was in a hospital, and I had a lot going on with her, and I was just really stressed out, and I had my priorities mixed up. I really should have been paying more attention to getting to those meetings instead of pushing it off to the side. I just had my priorities mixed up.
Well, thank you for your honesty. It sounds like you've had time to think about it.
Yes, ma'am.
And how you could manage both, because it's going.
Yes, ma'am.
At what age did you start using heroin?
Like I was about 23 years old.
Okay. And how old are you today?
31.
What other kind of treatment have you had? for your addiction?
I've been to an inpatient treatment program. It was a 30-day program.
Mhm.
I've
Did it
also
help?
been to,
Did the 30-day
Hello?
program,
yes, ma'am.
what did it teach you?
The 12 steps, using the 12 steps to keep my sobriety and make better decisions on, with my life, basically.
Okay, and then you was going to say another program you've been in?
Yes, there was an outpatient program, Jefferson Parish Human Services Authority.
Okay, you're good. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And I completed both of those.
Good. That's good to hear. Now, this is something that was really concerning for me with your history, of drug use. You said that I'm willing to attend AANA as stipulated by parole.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think you need to stay clean and sober? What do you need?
I definitely think I should attend Narcotics Anonymous.
Okay.
And I mean, really anything that's available to me, I'm willing to participate in.
Okay. I guess, and we could be using the word differently. You saying you're willing. You see that you need it, is it something you're willing because if y'all tell me to, I will?
No, I feel like I need it. That way I stay on the right path and I'm not just, throwing myself back to this place where I was before I got incarcerated.
How much education do you have?
I got a GED, but I did go to high school.
Okay, when did you drop out?
9th grade.
And how old were you in 9th grade?
14.
And so what makes a 14-year-old stop going to school? What was it?
I lost my father at that time, so that really made me stop paying attention in school, and I was more concerned about being on the street. And then eventually, it was a high school program that gave me it was you go half the day you go to a trade school, and the other half you earn your GED. And I wound up getting involved with that program, and that's what eventually led to me getting my GED and also a trade.
What trade did you get?
Machine tool technology, 1 and 2.
Good, that sounds good. When we look at your arrest history, everything is about drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
And I do want to say that I'm sorry for the loss of your father, and it's unfortunate that you didn't get involved in good grief counseling. That didn't happen for you. But you're still a very young man. And so I'm going to ask you again, what do you think you need to stay clean and sober and stay out of jail? What do you think?
Definitely the help of substance abuse treatment. Also in the AA meetings also.
Because now, with the choice that you made, you're not there to help your mother.
That's correct, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you for answering my questions. Anybody else have any questions? Staff, would y'all want to tell us how this young man's been doing?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Ancalade, he's not a problem inmate. We haven't had any problems with him. Don't know of any write-ups he's had since he's been here at our facility. And right now he's in Celebrate Recovery. He gets up, he goes, he doesn't miss any classes.
Good to hear. That's good to hear. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jamey, how many, have you had any write-ups since you've been down on these charges?
No, ma'am.
Good for you. That's good to hear. We would like to hear from your supporters now. your mother, Miss Louise, would you please unmute? You have 3 minutes to tell us what you want us.
Ma'am, I apologize. I wrote a letter and my opinion is stated in that letter.
Yes, ma'am, we did get your letter. Thank
Yes.
you so much. Okay, now we'll go to Mr. Randy Myers.
Good morning, Randy Meyer, Assistant DA, Jefferson Parish. I don't want Mr. Ancalade to come back to jail. He's not being honest with the board. When asked why he was revoked, he said he missed meetings. Well, that's true. He did miss a lot of meetings. You asked me if he started using again. He said no. During the time that he was in drug court, he's had, I counted again this morning, around 25 positive tests for THC and alcohol. February of 21, he appeared at a meeting. He appeared to be intoxicated at a meeting, which he denied. And then later in court, he said that he just forgot about the meeting. So, he's got a serious problem. If he's let out without going through, say, the Steve Hall program, he's going to be right back with us again. He needs to come to grips with his problem. He's got a serious problem that he needs to take care of, and he needs to be honest about that problem. So we're opposed to his request.
Thank you. All right, we have no further testimony. So Mr. Jamey, what you want to tell us before we vote?
I'm trying to be as honest as I possibly can. Those drug tests that did come up positive, they should have been retested and came back as a negative. When I first got into the program, I was positive for marijuana. Eventually, it got out of my system. But when I first joined the program, I was dirty with marijuana. But as far as any opiates or heroin use, I never tested positive for any heroin use. And that's mainly what I was focused on. That's why I said I didn't relapse or anything like that. That's what came to my mind was, did I use any heroin?
Okay. All
So
right.
sorry if I misled. Sorry if I misled, the board.
All right. Thank you. So the panel ready to vote?
Yes.
I'll go first. But Jamey, you need help. You need help. For me, my vote is to deny because of the law enforcement opposition, poor supervision history, and the strong need for long-term substance treatment. I'm glad you're in CR. I just encourage you to sit on the front row in CR and get the tools that you need to stay clean and sober. Mr. Marabella?
Thank you. My vote would be the same for the same reasons. Mr. Ancalade, you are a typical drug addict who denies everything. And, your explanation about coming into drug court, having smoked marijuana, having tested positive 25 times just doesn't wash. You do need some long-term treatment. You need to look inwardly and quit denying that you're a drug addict. Till you do that, you're going to continue to keep coming to jail. Good luck to you. I hope you can get some long-term treatment.
Thank you. Mr. O'Shea?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, my vote is the same for the same reasons.
Sir, your parole has been denied today, but again, we wish you well. You have to submit a request to get moved to Steve Hall, say the parole board wants you to go, and it may help you get in. But best wishes to you, and to everybody that participated today, we thank you. Your parole has been denied.